Hello everybody. I think you know what game I'm playing now. I'm very happy that I'm playing this game. Mind you, I have played it before, but the shock factor is still there. Oh, and it's amazing. Oh, and it's amazing. This is the best game, and it's amazing, and it's perfect, and it's beautiful, and it really just wants to. Anyway, what I was thinking about is, if you guys want to watch, you can. You can skip it, but this one's for me. Oh, I love this game. Oh, I love this game so much. Okay, new game. Hey! Okay. Where's the spit? There we go. I see an annoying girl running towards me in the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Ah! Oh, okay. I overslept again? But I caught up to you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop it. Oh, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Flynn. He. Oh, shoot. Well, my name's Flynn now. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. But I guess you have it in wow. But I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Flynn, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you were gonna join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissedly go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri looks to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. It works. Anyway, I'm tearing up. I'm sorry. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I don't know how to socialize. That's scary. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. A NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me worry. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Yeah, I love this music so much. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly into the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spaced out. I looked around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spaced out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So, I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori's a vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show an interest, let's turn this down a bit actually. That's background music. To show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the vice president. Is that my interest in literature is guaranteed even less. That said, yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan all this out. I let a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Yeah, I love this music. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori was always nice, says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy? Why? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Flynn, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escaped me of the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, if you couldn't tell already, this is a horror game. This is not suitable for children. Absolutely not. Like, if you're a child and you have like depression or PTSD or anything like that, warning. This is like the worst possible stuff. This is like heroin for horror games, you know? I'm already addicted. Alright. Just forewarning, this is scary. This is really scary, right? And it's like the scariest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. I can promise you that. Alright. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets you can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comfortably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Just Monica! Yeah, that's right. It's great to see you, Flynn. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. She has green eyes and they're cool. She's perfect. Come sit down, Flynn. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a desk arranged from a table. As Sari mentioned, it's been widened so that wow, I can't read today. So that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! Kawaii! God dang. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry on and take one. Sayuri grabs Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. This is delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full, has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good! Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. I called it! No, I didn't, but I knew it! These are the Sanduer heirs, or whatever. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayuri said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Alright, Baka no Taka. I spent, like, so much time in anime when I was younger, in, like, middle school. Oh, I regret my decisions. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a seat. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading is not... It might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You should probably be a board member or any of your major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics running around in the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budgets and publicity. It's not publicity? That's not how you pronounce it? I think that's how you pronounce it. And how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Well, I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all that effort to start something brand new. You mean YouTube or Twitch? I mean, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, please. Just watch the video, please. Especially if it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature, like watching videos, please. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can already grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica just must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a brand new member joining. Although I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Flynn, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, even after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the trim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build a deep, complex fantasy worlds. The levels of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so relieved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by her eyes lit up. So, oof, man, I can't read. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed for something I can relate to in this minimal moment level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation to a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Gentle. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Aloud." And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand around her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Well, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Hold on, I'm stepping on something and it's sharp. What are you? What are you? Oh, you're a noodle. Okay. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. That's a lot. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Oh, okay. I have an idea, everyone. Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Alright, let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Flynn? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been in my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four of the girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Flynn, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. You're a player, me. I'm a player. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Language, youngling. Can't say that here. This is a Christian Minecraft server. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so that we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Flynn, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Flynn, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. I'll really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen to whoever likes your poem the most. I'm gonna say, oh, don't, there we go. Save. That's probably gonna be it for this video, just so I can see if you guys want me to play this, and if you guys don't want me to play it, I'll just play it some other time. It's cool. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day.